Starting the live stream for the finals at the New York Metropolitan Open in Jersey City. And we have Thomas Tenland, who's one of the top 2 or 3 players in the world, and Steve Sharokh, who is a newcomer to the tournament scene. I'm being joined by Phil Simborg to kick off the commentary. Thank you, Phil, for joining us.
My pleasure.
This is really an interesting combination of people here because Steve Sharokh this is his first tournament that he has ever played. Incredible.
From Iran, yeah?
And he's originally from Iran, but he came here as a teenager, lived in Great Neck and Roslyn, New York on Long Island, and then he moved to New York City. So he used to be a big poker player, so he's experienced with making things work.
The only new piece of information is they chose legal moves over responsible moves, and they chose dice on checkers are not valid.
Awesome. Thank you, Candace Mayron, providing important information about the play of the rules of play. Legal moves are required, and dice on checkers are not valid.
There's something else they're doing at this tournament that I love, and I've been advocating for it for years. Rich Munitz, who is the chairman of the USBGF Rules Committee, is monitoring the match. So he will help point out any illegal plays or illegal moves, or if anybody's breaking any rules in any way or not shaking their dice properly, whatever, he has the right to call that. And I really think that backgammon needs this, even with 2 gentlemen, just to make sure that nobody makes any mistakes.
Great, thank you for that, Phil. And Rich is, of course, a great innovator in the game. And we're kicking off. Here we go, opening 5-3. Thomas makes a standard opening play, and Steve Sharokh comes down with 2 checkers, which is the recommended play when the opponent splits like that. So far, very standard play. Thomas Tenland really takes his time. You know, he in the previous match, he used up 1/3 of his time in the first 2 games. So we'll see what's going on here.
I talked to him after that. He said that he never had so many tough plays at the beginning of a match. That's why he used so much time.
Yeah, definitely true.
Thomas has got to be a big favorite here. I put him at a 3-1 favorite in this match.
Just because you don't know Steve?
No, because I know Thomas.
Because you know, yeah. That makes perfect sense. Great, at 6-3. So Steve is a nice dice roll. 1s and 3s to come back and hit. And I can't tell, 3-2.
And the winner of this match will be the winner of the largest ABT tournament ever.
How about that? Yeah, Lynn Ehrlich has done an amazing job setting this up. Steve, nice roll from the bar. Nice jokers. He make the 5-point probably. He's not able to hit unless he hits on the 2-point, but this is much more pure. And then he can hit on the 2 with a nice board and a great attack with 11 men, 10.5 men in the zone. So looking good. Thomas comes in on the 1, saves it, and the 4 is tough. 10-6 maybe. I don't know. This is not an easy play. He could hit, and he'd only leave four blots. What do you do here, Phil?
I don't hit.
You re-roll.
I don't hit.
So you play 10-6. I don't know. I like taking away half a roll because he's going to have shots. And if you're going to blitz, now's the time. You give him a free shot, he's going to have a 4-point board. I don't think there's any choice. Yeah. So Thomas makes the Larry play, not the Phil play here. It's okay.
I'll bet on you.
Ooh, and here comes the double with Steve.
An aggressive
oh
cube.
My gosh, aggressive. There's the poker.
You know what? I like that cube.
It's a great cube, right?
I like it. You put pressure on him.
A lot of jokers.
And it's gammonish.
He's a field player. Like, we're getting to know Steve. You know, he's from Long Island, originally from Iran, and has never played in a tournament before. This is Steve's first tournament, and it's the largest tournament, as you mentioned, Phil, in the U.S. Incredible.
But let's look at this cube. This is a very gammonish kind of position. This is the thing you'd like to do when you're playing a really top player, to make him scared, right? And he didn't think very long about the cube, and he got a pass.
And he drops. All right.
He got a pass. That's how big a cube it was. That's great.
Fantastic. All right, and we're gonna go. I'm just gonna check out the chat area over here. Because we're broadcasting live on YouTube and on Twitch.
Yeah, if you have any recommendations other than shut up, we'll listen. Sweden has several really good players that came to this tournament. Jorgen Granstedt, 3-time world champion. Johan Beinell, very, very fine player, beat me in the doubles.
Oh, Johan Beinell is amazing.
Yeah, but he beat me with a bad partner. I can't believe they won that match. You guys got to the semis, didn't you?
I think it was the quarters.
The quarters? Yeah, you did well.
But thank you. Thank you, Phil. All right, so this is a 5-1 for Thomas. It seems pretty straightforward. I'm not sure what he's thinking about. Making the 1 point. No, that's not his checker. Yeah. Why else did he play this? I'm doing that. All right, we've got live commentary going. I'm looking for the...
I was excited about that cube action, and the fact that Steve did it so confidently and so well, so fast.
He's a sleeper.
Yeah, I'm telling you, my 3-1 just went to 2.5 to 1. I got respect.
Went to 1 to 3.
I'm learning to respect this guy. He's not here by accident.
No, he's not. You don't get to the finals of a major tournament.
I got to look at the sheet, see who he beat along the way.
I mean, there's a lot of luck in backgammon, but
if there's a break, I want to go see who he's beaten along the way, because there's been so many giants in this field.
Yeah. Totally right.
I mean, Mochi and Michi and Victor and
Kiko.
Chris
Trencher.
Trencher, Storer. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
The giants that got knocked out of this thing.
Great players.
Of course, Thomas Tenland had to be one of the favorites.
Well, he's
at the beginning of the event.
Him and Mochi, I think, are.
No, Dirk Schiemann.
Dirk Schiemann and Dirk, yes.
Dirk and Mochi have the highest ratings, and I think Thomas is right behind him.
Yep.
On BMAB, we're talking about PR ratings.
Amazing.
Ooh, that's a nice shot. Hitting that 2 is very, very big right there. And if he dances, is he too good, or is it a double pass if he dances?
It's double.
We won't find out. We won't
question.
find out. I think it might have been too good if he danced, and anchoring, now he's not good enough. It's a hit.
Yeah, well, 4-6.
I don't know about the ace. If you come closer, you give him a 6-4 and a double 5. Staying where you are, it's only a 5-6. But you really don't like to come up 24-23.
4-6.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think I play 24-23, but I don't think it's huge. Okay. I learned something there.
So 4 and the 1. All right, he's got a choice of hitting or just coming up to the 5 point and just.
He's horribly outboarded. I like this play.
Definitely.
I like that play.
Yeah, that's got to be the way to go.
I'm really, so far, very impressed with Steve's play. Well, I think this is a hit loose off the 5. Oh, he makes it 3. I might have hit loose off the 5 point there, but
This looks pretty solid making the 3 point.
I'm just not sure. I'm not sure.
I mean, he's it's going to be, if he just leaves him alone, he's going to have trouble. He's going to have some trouble.
Well, I can see not hitting because he's outboarded so bad. I probably was right to make the play he made.
Yeah, and then he's got the rolls like 4-2,
Yeah.
so he'll come in and come out from the 5 point. But Thomas really takes his time on this. Really interesting. But I don't know any other way to play it than how he's going to play it right now. That's for sure.
Well, the thing about players at Thomas's level, they're thinking about 7 things that never occur to us.
Yeah, that's right.
He's looking at the score, and he's looking at return shots, and the take points, and the gammon values, and 18.
Oh, he hits with a 4. He comes in, yeah. And the 1 is simple. So Steve is keeping the pressure on, and Thomas keeps coming in. 5-2. Does he slot the 4? He comes.
Yeah, but look at that. He doesn't want to be anchored down low and have to break or throw a checker away. I think you come out. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that play.
Does not want to come out to the bar. If he's going to get hit, all right, let him hit.
Well, Ooh, this is not easy. Do you run? Or do you
Well,
hit?
hitting is easier because he's got a blot, right? So
Yeah.
if he hits, he can come back and hit.
There's an argument for running too.
That's right. Candace. Okay. All right, he's looking at the hit, and he's deciding against it for now. He's going to take a look at running to the midpoint. That leaves Steve a lot of freedom of movement, and Thomas is really restricted in his movement. Now,
I have a chance on that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
feeding.
Thank you.
6-3 makes his 4 point. 6-3, you know, he can make the 5 point, he doesn't have a 6. He's got to, if he makes the 5 point board, he has a lot of time. Otherwise, he's stripped. But if he makes the 5 point board, it takes care of all his issues. Except, of course,
Leaving another
ones,
blot.
3s, and 6s. But with a 5 point board versus a 3 point board, Steve is less likely to attack and do the blitz.
Well, I'm very confident that I don't know this play.
I am confident that 13-4 is right.
You're
So
confident, huh?
I'm confident. I don't see any other play,
Well,
especially long term.
Giving up the midpoint is usually wrong. He's got some problems giving up the midpoint.
Well, it could be temporary. It depends. Like, assuming Steve doesn't hit on the next roll, he's got 7s and 9s, not and 10s to double 5s actually.
I might just run for the 20 point all the way.
Well, that's.
I like keeping the midpoint. Kit
That
Woolsey
deuce
wrote
to
an
sixes.
article in 1993 about the importance of the midpoint, and it's still true today.
And
Okay.
Thomas runs from the end, so he leaves 2s and 3s and 9s to hit.
He
Let's
kept
see what
his
happens.
midpoint.
5-3 would have hit on the midpoint.
I only see one play here.
I know he was hitting the
13 to
5.
5.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Yeah, there is not any other play.
Forced by logic.
Yeah. But you know, to Steve's credit, he's looking at all the
Yeah,
possibilities.
yeah. A 2-1, yeah, that's simple. Clean it up. Oh, please don't think about a cube here. This would not be a good cube. And he rolled, good. He should have doubled. If he knew he was going to roll this, that's a great roll. Now, do you hit or come down with 3? With that blot on the inside, it's tempting to hit. And the other play is to come in with 1 all the way. You know, that's what I like. Play 13 to 4. I think 13 to 4 is right. That's my play.
All right, Thomas needs the 5 to come out. 3-1.
Not pretty.
That's easy. Just make it. He's got to leave a shot somewhere. So.
He didn't have to, but it would have been
Well, you
crunching
break
his
his
board
board.
terribly. So, and great players don't
Now
do that.
Steve turns the cube. It's the first cube of the match.
No, it isn't. It's the second cube of the match.
Oh well, yeah, that's right. Yes.
But it's the second cube by Steve. Very aggressive cube both times, and I like this cube.
Wow, it's really amazing.
Well, a 3 puts him to sleep completely.
Steve's got
Double 3s. 6-2.
It's a prime. I don't know, prime versus holding.
I did.
Thank you, Candace.
Wow, I think this is I think it's a great double, and I'm not sure.
Would
what to take.
you like to take?
I
don't know.
no, if I'm Thomas Tenland, I pass this cube. I would pass it. It's too gammonish. The 3 is disaster.
Well, he hits with 3s, 2s, and 6s. Well, he hit with a 2 and a 6. Well, double 2 is 6.
He will hit with a 2. I'm not sure he would hit with a 6. Depends on what comes with it. But a 3 and a 2 are both big.
The 3 is the real big.
Well,
that's the real thing.
Yeah, I think it's very gammonish. I think I would pass it. I don't want to lose 4 points here. And it doesn't hurt that much to lose 1 point at this score.
Yeah, be down 5-0. But Thomas really just thinks it through. I wonder what he's thinking. You know, it'd be so great to have a window into his mind.
Well, he's a real foodie. He may be thinking about lunch. I doubt that.
So, first of all, the race is an important consideration. So let's just do a quick pip count here. So I'll do white, which is 40 and 2066, and 16 is 82, and 36 is 118, 122 for white, and then we've got 32, and 8 is 40, and 39 is 79, and 23 is 102 for Thomas. So he's up by 20 pips. And that's an important consideration.
It's a consideration. I think the 3 and the 2 are more important considerations right now. And the gammons, I would be estimating gammons more than. Oh, you took it.
Yeah,
all right.
I like the take.
This is exciting.
This is great.
This is very exciting.
Oh, double sixes! What a Joker roll, and he makes the 6 prime, and he puts it on the bar. Unbelievable, Gammon City coming up here. What a great roll for him. And he comes in with a 1-2. Nice save, Thomas. So far, yeah. No, he got that second checker back is huge. And that was sort of as good a Joker. Unbelievable.
I closed the board. You can win enough gammons from here without trying to pick up another checker.
What do you think the gammon probability is here? That's the question.
If you close the board?
By the way, if you're a beginner, intermediate player, you're looking at what to do, you might seem it's obvious, close the board out. But Steve would like to bring back a second checker. And he can do that by having Thomas leave another blot.
I would close the board. I think there's enough gammons. Oh, wow.
Well, he's looking at potentially closing the board.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's my play.
I don't see how it hurts to try to get the extra checker.
Well, here's how it hurts.
I mean, if he makes the 1 point.
No, here's how it hurts. Thomas gets to move checkers, move some checkers down.
And if he doesn't pick it up, then okay.
If he doesn't pick it up, then the gammons
risk.
disappear.
That's the risk.
It's a big risk. That's why I think it was right to close the board. I haven't seen Steve do a thing I didn't like so far. I'm going to make Steve a 3-1 favorite now.
Here we go. Yeah, this is. I'm curious what the gammon percentage is. If we know in the chat, if anyone has the gammon percentage, it'd be
From
great
here?
to know.
35, 40%.
It's just gone up.
Going up?
He's got 3 checkers off.
Yeah.
2 checkers. And his board is beautifully positioned. Yeah. 2 checkers. He really needs a 6 here. Because he's often 7. Oh, yeah, maybe 6. All right.
You know what? I reckon Steve is wearing a hat that I saw Mochi wear the other day. I think he's in disguise. I think that's Mochi in disguise. I don't think that's Steve.
He's got the shades. He doesn't want anybody to know who he is.
I think he's got. That's a makeup artist. That's Mochi. He's playing like Mochi too.
Yeah. So the gammon percentages have gone way down here, unless he can roll doubles. But he's often 1, 2, 3, 4. All things equal, if he doesn't roll non-double 2 twice. There's 4 crossovers for Thomas, which is 3 rolls to get a checker off. So
it's close.
It is close. Yeah, probably.
Maybe he shouldn't have closed the board.
So 4-2 coming all the way. Like the double 5s to pay off, but he can't find a way to do that.
He's favored to get off the gammon.
Yeah, well, especially the way Steve has been rolling here. 2-1, 3-1. It's not going to make it work. Is that double 3s or 3-1? So 3-1 is probably just to bring him down to the 10 point. That gives you double 5s. He doesn't need to slot the 5 point, and he gets the extra pip in the race. So. Seems like the right play.
Yep. He's thinking about the double 5, so It's the right play.
Yeah, just wants to be sure he didn't miss anything. Double fours gets off also this way. 5-1. Okay,
That's
so
a big break that's a big break for Thomas.
so double twos, nope. Doesn't matter. Actually, double threes going to get you off regardless.
Right.
So I don't think it mattered.
What matters
how he
is
played that.
what Thomas rolls.
5-3. He's off. If he doesn't roll doubles on this,
Yeah.
any roll for Thomas will get a checker off. So can he do it? 5-4, so close. All right. So very interesting take by Thomas, and great double by Steve.
And great play by Steve. I like
And now
everything about it.
Steve is leading 3-0 against Thomas Tenland. This is such an interesting match to watch. Really, I'm going to say two world-class players now.
I think that's going a little too far.
Well, so far,
We
Steve
know
is,
you can't
Steve
be
is
called
living
a
up to
world-class player because you played in your first tournament and made it to the finals. I mean, I'm going to give Steve a lot of credit, but that's a little too
They're
much.
asking for information on Steve. Since it's between games, I'm
Yeah.
speaking to you.
All right,
Thank you,
thank
Candace.
you.
Yeah, so Steve, here's what we know about Steve. Steve is Iranian. He's from Iran. He was born in Iran. He came to the U.S. In his youth. He lived in Great Neck, Long Island, and then moved to Roslyn, Long Island. Lived near the clock tower, if you're familiar with Roslyn. And Lynn Ehrlich is from Roslyn. Roslyn Heights, I think, actually. And went to school at CW Post, which is on Long Island, and he majored in finance, so which he doesn't really use, although he probably does because his hobbies are golf, reading, and he used to play a lot of poker.
Rich Minutes is
So he's
running back
big poker.
there. I'm gonna go find out why.
So obviously
Great.
a very smart guy.
So yeah, he's a smart guy, and he's got a family, and he works in manufacturing. That's his business now. So I'm sure there's a lot of finance in that, and he also knows how to build a home board much better than Thomas. Look at this.
Yep.
So that's what we know about Steve. You know, if you go online and Google Steve Sharokh, you're not going to find a lot of stuff. There's just, this is a pretty private guy, and the nerve of him to be private and get to the finals of the Open. Herb Roman, welcome. How are you?
Hey, Larry. Larry and Phil.
We've got all our friends coming by. Say hello.
This is the guy's first tournament.
It's Steve's first tournament.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? People are saying, "Who is Steve Sharokh? Who is Steve Sharokh?" And
This is the beauty of backgammon. Anybody can win, plus the fact that there's a lot of great players out there that we just never see at tournaments. They just haven't made it.
yeah. Now the question is, there's double sixes for Thomas. It's a great. Nobody's going to argue with that roll.
I'm going to bring 4 down.
Well, that's the choice. You bring 4 down or make the 1 point, and that's the choice.
I hate the 1 point here.
If you make the 1 point, then you're going to dramatically reduce the number of shots, and that's
Wow.
probably number one. You also increase your gammon
Wow.
chances dramatically
I don't like it.
by making the 1
No,
point.
I guess he's figured
You did it.
he may have a cash.
Phil, this is why I beat you in doubles.
No
Just
kidding.
so you know.
Wait,
All right, so.
It didn't help that you were playing with one of the greatest players in the world.
by the way, Jorgen just said this guy, he's from New York, he's a money player.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Thomas is on roll, 6-4, great. Can play behind. What do you do with the 6? Seems pretty clear. Well, not necessarily. Depends how you want to play it. So his choices are: you can play into the 3 point, make 2 blocks in the 2 and the 3, or block a little bit. And here it's a race decision.
I think this is clear.
Now Thomas is going to be ahead in the race.
He doesn't want to leave a shot, that's for sure.
Well, yeah. So there's 2 plays that don't leave a shot. Then he's got to figure out which ones he wants to do. He would like to make the 5 point, or at least the bar.
I like making the 9 point because it's a landing spot,
Mm-hmm.
but he didn't. So
Yeah.
this is more flexible.
And he's got 2s. So Thomas has 2s. In other words, he can play a 2 down and leave a 7 shot, which is only a 6/36 chance of hitting. He doesn't really have 2s from the 6 point because, obviously Steve has that point.
Well, he's got 2s from the 8 point.
6 2s. Yeah. See, that's the problem. He's got to play the 6 in and the 2 down. Unfortunately.
No, he could play 3 to 1.
He can, but I don't think it's the right play because he doesn't have his 2s are you know.
I'm not sure it's the wrong play. He's thinking about it too. It might be right to play 3-1.
It might be.
You volunteer a 7 shot now, you get hit, game's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, so Phil likes playing 3-1.
I play 3-1 because you're right.
I don't have an ego attachment to either play, unlike Phil.
I'm ego attached to every play that I like.
Yeah, so this is great. And Thomas has taken his time to look at this. Yeah, very.
The other advantage, however, of coming down, in addition to leaving him a 7, you are more flexible on your next roll, and it's a nice builder for the 5-point and the bar point. So it might be right to volunteer the 7. I really don't know.
Phil, you're changing your tune.
It's close.
And then Thomas makes your play. Well, he's looking at. Oh yeah, he hit the clock. 3-2. Yeah, he's to me he's just gonna have continuing issues, and now he takes away rolls like 6-4. That would have made the bar, and 6-1 that would have made the 5 points. So he's restricted his future plays considerably. 4-2, he could have blocked his 5s. So, you know, he rolls the 2, he's gonna have to do it eventually. Here he missed a chance to block. But I'm talking, and Thomas is playing.
His goal is not blocking. His goal is bringing them in safely.
5-3, a little overshoot there. So I guess he'd slot the 2. Now he could run, but let's do the race count. I'll do the count here. I think White is behind, but by about 10 pips is my guess. But let's take a look. So we got 39 and 11 is 50 and 66 and 27 is 93 and White has 21, 33, 68, 74 and 40 is 113. So what did I say? It's about, yeah, it's 10 pips. Lucky guess before those 2 rolls. All right, so Steve has double 1s. And yeah, again, he's behind, so he wants to keep the 4-point, right?
I don't know. You come up to the 20-point, you're putting pressure on that outside blot, and you're not that far behind in the race. It may well be right to go to the 20.
Like, he can always run from the midpoint next time if he plays that checker in. And playing that checker, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 crossovers versus 7. So
Frank Talbot, do you go to the 20 here or not? Frank! And he walks away.
all right, I don't want to shout though.
Okay.
But yeah, so he's looking at that coming up with 2. He's going to look at both. He's making the 1 point. Now the 1 point is increasing his wastage, so that can't be fun.
I really don't know this play.
I think he's one.
It's close.
I'm surprised
It's
he
close.
wants to make his 1 point. I guess the way he's thinking is if he. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even see that. It's a possibility. He really wants to keep that 4 point, and I like that. But there's nothing wrong with. Why give up the 2 point? I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure he's got a good reason. Those 2s are killing him. He's got to bring it into the 6. But everybody's stripped now, and there's a lot of horror rolls. 6-1, 6-3, and 2-1. Okay. Now ended up same way. 3-1.
Just quietly go behind.
Now, did you play 2-1 or 6-2?
2-1.
So you have a 2.
Yeah.
But now you have a 2. It's interesting because you can play 8-6 now, but we'll see. All right. Oh, double 5s! That opens it up.
Yeah,
Let's
now we
take
got
a
an
look.
even race, or very close to an even
Very
race.
close.
And there's no point in staying, I don't think. These odds of
Well,
getting
he
a
could
shot. and
leave
hitting it.
one guy there. He could leave one.
That's
guy.
a mean thought. That's not a nice thing.
What if you leave one of the 4 point run and then make the 8?
That's-
Oh,
It all
man.
depends on the race. I think.
All right,
this-
I'm going to count black here. So we have Yeah, those two are forced. I mean, not forced, but yeah. So he's that's it. Oh, he's gonna lead both. Very clever. That's
This
fantastic.
guy's a gambler. This
Oh,
guy is that's
Steve,
that's
what
a
great
gambling play.
Steve.
That's
Double
a-
fourth. Oh, we didn't do it. So he's got a lot of ways to play this. What's the right way? I think it's to make the 3-point. Hit and make the 3, and it just leaves.
Oh,
them
you got to
5-3,
hit two. You hit
double
two. You hit two. Make it. You know.
That's it. Hit one.
You hit
don't
one,
two.
right, yeah.
Yeah. No, that looks fantastic. 4-6. He's able to come out. Oh, do this.
That double 5 play was about as creative a play as I've seen.
Fantastic, right?
Yeah.
It's great.
That was.
That's-
I don't know if it was right or not, but it was creative,
Yeah.
gutsy.
Really gutsy. All right, now what's the race? Yeah, it's much closer.
Very
All right,
close
Let me do
race.
a count. So Black's got 26 at age 34, 24 is 58, and 14 is 72. And White's got 21, 31, 39, and 43 is 82. So it's 72, 82.
And White's winning. So how can he be thinking about the cube here? He only puts him to sleep with a 4-2 and a double 2, and
Well, 2-1 and double 1.
well, but that doesn't put him to sleep necessarily.
He's down
He
by
comes
10
in.
pips.
Can't be a cube.
What did he roll? 2 something.
Double
twos.
twos.
There it is.
He should have doubled.
All right, now what?
Why the hell didn't he double?
All right, and I think you bring 2 down, but we'll see. I mean, he could play safe. But I would leave him the 5-3 shot, and then if he comes in with a 5, you pounce on him with a 6,
Yeah.
pick and pass, right? So it's another one of
No,
those.
you don't do that at all. You double him out.
Well, there's that.
Ooh, he
5-4.
came in.
Yeah.
He came in. I think you go out because you're close enough in the race.
I know, right?
Instead of giving him a double shot.
Let's do the count again. So White's got
I think
43,
he's gotta come out.
and 18 is 61, and 21 is 82, and he's got a 4 to play. So he's got 78 after the roll, and Black has 28, and 42 is 70 minus 8 is 62.
Oh.
So it's still 78, 62. So, coming out, can't make it. He's going to get doubled out.
He's going to get doubled out either way.
Yeah, I don't think there's
Oh,
anything he can
he
do.
caught up that much in the race, huh? Okay.
Well, if my counting is right, there's no guarantee that that's the case.
Well, if it comes out, it makes low numbers good and high numbers good.
Yeah, so.
High numbers are good for the race and low
Yeah,
numbers
great-
hit.
great point,
Two's
yeah.
hit, so
But
that's
it's
a
a double
problem.
drop, no matter what, right? I don't know.
I
What
think
am
it's,
missing?
especially because of the score, I think he's passing.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's probably a double pass.
Yeah.
What?
No,
Okay.
he's got to pick up the dice first.
Okay. And he
yeah,
passed.
that was easy.
Quick double pass,
Yeah.
okay.
I was a little surprised he took
Yeah.
much time. Maybe a psychological thing. I don't know.
I don't know. All I can tell you is I love Steve's cube so far, and I love this checker play, and I'm really thinking for a first timer, this guy's really impressing me. Never played a tournament before, and he's in the finals of the biggest tournament in the history of the ABT.
Amazing.
And he's doing great. I'm liking this guy.
Truly amazing.
He's very humble. I mean, he keeps saying, "Oh, I'm an amateur. I don't belong here." He was very humble when I met him and talking to him right before the match. I like this guy.
Yeah.
Because you got to like Thomas Tenland. He's one of the great gentlemen of the game. Soft-spoken, nice guy, typical Swede. Always a great sport. Never complains. I think you hit, or do you cover? Ooh, this is not easy. I hit. Supposed to hit in the early game. I think that was the right play. 4-6 does nothing. You got to hit.
Yeah,
Got to
it's
hit.
good. Gauge the tempo, take away half the
I-
roll, keep
I-
him from making the 5 point.
I love this kind of games.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun in the beginning.
Oh,
You never know.
Somebody ends up in a back game, and
Yeah.
we start playing Pasco Gammon before you know it.
This is fun, yeah. Well, Steve has both 5 points.
You can't lose when you're holding both 5 points.
So should he double?
Yeah, the other guy should just
If you
concede.
can't lose.
No, he should just concede right now
Don't even have to
because he's
bother
got
that.
both 5 points. You can't lose. What's the roll? 2 what? Yeah, I'm trying to read it too.
Can't tell.
Can't tell.
3-2.
3-2. We need some of that
Yeah,
Bill
some of the
Riles
shades.
non-glare dice, or we need to change the lighting.
Yeah.
So you read the dice.
It's duplicating the 2s. They say duplication's overrated, but Steve needs 2s to hit, and he rolls it,
Yeah.
and he's going to hit the one in the outfield.
I like
obviously.
Neil Kazaros. He says duplication is a strategy designed to give your opponent jokers.
That's right. And most of the time he doesn't roll them. 1-5 from the bar.
You hit off the ace?
No.
I do. Unstacks, takes away some of the roll, protects the checker on the bar. I'm hitting
Well,
off the ace.
That's good. I mean, there's advantages to that, and if you don't have the ace, you're going to strip your midpoint. So, I mean, you can play 7-2, but you know, the race is close, and you open up a second blot,
I'm hitting off the ace.
and so is Thomas.
So is Thomas. So it must be right.
Phil, you're always right.
No, I was wrong on 3 plays that Thomas made that I would have done something else.
He's looking at. There's 3 different plays here. He's looking at all of them. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this better because you don't strip anything, and the race is close. And then he makes the play. Good. All right. Fascinating.
6-5. I mean, do you not just run here? 24-13.
Huh.
I mean, what's the? What else can you? I mean, don't you just play 24-13 here? Lover's leap. There it is. Okay, he did it. Can't fault anybody for taking some time to think about it. It looks like a 4-2. I think it's a 4-2.
Just log on to here.
And it is. No, double 2s. Okay. 65.
Open that up.
Down and
And then I had to open up the chat.
he just played 5 and 5 illegally. That's why he got Rich Munitz. Rich Munitz is monitoring the match to make sure they don't do anything like this, so they don't have to police each other. That's the way backgammon should be played at the higher levels in the finals. I shouldn't have to police my opponent. Let the referee do it.
Oh, that's it. I gave it in paper to Phil with Brady's vitals and stuff like that. Why did you chat? Press that. Okay. Let me close my chat, and now see how to open the chat. Here, see, I closed it. There's what I had.
Well, down and make the 2. All right. It's a pretty close game here. That's a great roll. You want to release a checker safely. That's what he wanted, was an 8. 5-1 does nothing.
Questions, which all did.
Do you make the ace point? Oh, you slot the 3 and go 6-5. I think I like that better than making the ace point. Okay, play C. That was the play I make. Put the checkers where they want to be. You'd rather make the 3 point than the ace point. Ooh, 2 hits, but it's very, very risky to hit here because you can't cover your blot. And you know what? I don't think I would hit here. And he does. I really didn't think I would hit. Lift the blot, all right. Didn't have too many good alternatives. He could have just covered the point, and it worked out. That was a very risky hit. And I didn't like just that play. I'm really not sure, but I really want to see that play again. And XG. XG is a computer program. We can put in any play and find out exactly what was right. And if you play online, you can cheat and use it while you're playing. A lot of people do that. I highly recommend you play online with cheaters. That way you really get good experience at losing. One of my goals in life is to make a backgammon board where you push a button and get the pip count, so we don't have to waste our time counting pips and make the game easier for everybody to play. You can choose not to use it, but for those of us who don't like to waste time counting pips, like in a chouette and so on, it's so nice to just hit a button. All right, I really thought this is an easy take, so that's why I wasn't sure of the double. Especially when you're losing 3-1. The score really does matter, even this early in the match. When you're holding an anchor on your opponent's 4, 5, or 7 points, your odds of getting gammoned aren't that high, even when you have 3 checkers there this early. So you can pretty much take almost any cube at a normal score. When you're losing, you're going to be much more inclined to take the cube. That's not to say it wasn't a good double, it was just an easy take. Or as Steve Sharokh says, if it wasn't a take, it was a mistake. He needed an 8 there. He needed another 8 to run safely. Running out protects your format very nicely, but the risk of getting hit is going to be tough. All right, this is an important roll. He needs something comfortable to play here, and that's as comfortable as it comes. You don't break anything, make a point. That was a great roll for him. Okay, you have 2 choices. You volunteer or you strip completely, and he didn't volunteer.
No, I haven't seen you much. How's it going?
Kit Woolsey has come by. All right, so here we go.
Thomas needed that hit big time.
Who's playing?
Did not make it out.
On the screen.
And so he's got his 6-4 and debating which way he's going to make that work.
Yeah.
All right. So double threes is probably the worst.
By the way, I love that he volunteered there. I think that was right. I'm pretty sure that was right.
You liked this one, Steve's play.
I'm loving this guy.
Steve has a new fan.
I am. Before the match started, I gave Tenland a 3-1 favorite in the match because I didn't know Steve and I know who Tenland is. I'm down to 2-1. And with the score, it might even be even money now. This guy's playing really well.
Yeah.
But courageously, he's not afraid to leave shots. He's not afraid to turn the cube. That 5-double-5 play was one of the most creative plays I've seen in the entire tournament.
Yeah, leaving both. He was duplicating the 4s, and of course he rolled a 4. So, but he was able. But this is, it's not a gammon thing. He's got to get a shot. He's got 6 numbers to leave a shot. So let's see if he can do it.
He's probably not a gammon.
No, it's very low chance. And there he's playing safe. He's got another 6 numbers to leave a shot. 6 here, 6 there, and pretty soon it turns out to be.
This is warm up for you. The real matches come next time.
Let's see, he can do it. Oh, he gets by. So now Thomas has just got to race and avoid the gammon. 6-5.
This would be a big blow to Thomas if he gets gammoned here. This is very big.
No, it's
no way. Looking like he won't, but
no. These 3 sets of doubles.
As soon as you say no way, the odds go way up.
5-2. Can't make 2 crossovers without wasting. So yeah. Actually, the 9-7 is what XG likes to see in a situation like that, because if you roll a 1, it's terrible, but at least you get a crossover. Of course, he does here from 13-12, 6-2. Frustrating. He's going to waste a pip.
My formula says, when in doubt, move the back checker. If you don't get a crossover or can't bring it into the 6 point, you move the back checker. Almost always that's right.
Good. No, that's good. Good rule of thumb for beginners or experts.
Yeah, if you're trying to get off the gammon, that's right. So no chance for gammon here, huh? 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 Huh?
Ha ha ha.
Huh? Huh?
No, if Thomas rolls 5-1 or 6-1, the right play is to slot the 1 point. So we'll see if that happens. 3-1, same thing. Bring the 3 and slot the 1.
You sure that's right?
I'm almost sure. I haven't done all the math.
I'm not so sure. I think you bring it closer.
All right, let's see. Who's going to count the rolls? I mean, Thomas is going to do it. Can you do it?
Can I count the rolls? Not as well as Thomas, but I don't slot the 1 point.
Regardless of what it turns out.
No,
to
I
be.
need a 4 anything but a 1, as opposed to a 5. There's a big difference between rolling a 4 and a 5.
So 5, this is 20, plus 4 doubles is 24 numbers get you off if you put the 1 down.
Oh, don't do it! Don't do that!
Phil.
Come on, that
Phil
makes,
likes to be right,
Oh.
Thomas. So you know.
that makes Larry look good if he does that.
Yeah, we
Come
don't
on.
want that. So here are the numbers. So any 5 or 6, which is 20 numbers. That's great. So 11 to 10 is correct. Matt Congeyer. So Matt supports your point of view on
All right,
this.
I'll
And
bet
I
on
would
Matt.
trust- I
I'll
would
bet
trust
on Matt Congeyer.
anytime.
That was my play. I wouldn't
Well,
slot the other ace.
look, it's just a question of arithmetic, right? And
Right. It's strictly
so-
counting the numbers.
So any 4, 5, or 6, that's 27 numbers minus 4, 1, 5, 1 is
Yeah,
21 numbers
This is
plus
simple for geniuses like me.
27. Mochi would know.
Well, he made Matt Congeyer's play, and Matt would know.
Yeah, so that's got to be the right play. There you go. All right, let's see. Woo. I think he saved 136 there.
Did you
And he's
roll
off.
Did
Yeah.
you roll a 1?
No, didn't matter.
In that case, you almost always roll a 1. Don't you know that? All right, while we're in between games, I want to make a couple announcements. Candace was nice enough to tell me the ladies' finals is going on between Melanie Hughes. Melanie's one of my favorite people. She lives on a boat and travels the world on a boat, but makes it to the backgammon tournaments. She lives in the Caribbean. She's playing Ma Lane, and I don't know anything about Ma Lane. The Young and Restless, we've got 5 people still alive, including my buddy Carter in the Young and Restless. I didn't know he was young enough for that. Tommy Tallarico, who's won a couple of major intermediate tournaments and had to move up to the Open. Mark Osborne, my buddy from Brooklyn, is still alive. Nick Riccardi and Debek something or other Quiridian. So I'm still alive, by the way, in the board tournament for a beautiful P40 board, which is donated by P40, which I happen to be involved with as in the company. And I just got beat by Jack Edelson in the semis of the Cancel Gammon. $2,000 money added for Cancel Gammon. And Edelson had to beat me. I hit 2 of his checkers and had him behind my prime, and he beat me. So anything can happen in this great game. It's so exciting. Cancel Gammon, by the way, is really fun. It's a game I invented years ago when I was playing my brother. I let him cancel one of my rolls every game, and we had $2,000 money added here by Bruce Russell because he loves the game, and it's been very popular. We are at the biggest tournament in the history of the ABT, not the biggest tournament in the history of the United States. Back in the 70s, we used to have 600 and 700 people at some of those $1 million events and $100,000 events. But in recent times, it's really proving to be growing. So thanks to Lynn Ehrlich and her staff.
So we have some numbers on the tournament attendance here.
Oh, good.
For beginner and advanced, or beginner and intermediate, I should say, we have a separate area on the 9th floor of the Hyatt Regency, and there are 112 players there.
Wow.
Remington Davenport is running that event, and she has brought in her many fans from New York City and Brooklyn, Queens, and they're here across the Hudson. participating. That's a huge turnout. 112 players. That's more than some major tournaments get.
Right.
So really kudos to Remy for.
And by the way,
for her
Remy's
efforts.
got a group of 30 people that are going to go to Monte Carlo and play in the World Championships.
Yeah, she's doing training for them, and she expects them to really make a difference in that. And then we have, I think, another 270 people that approximately that are playing in the Open down here on the 3rd floor, and altogether there's about 380 people who are participating in this tournament. With rebuys, it's somewhere around 500.
Yeah.
So it's been a terrific.
More people
terrific
in
event.
each division and more people totally than any other tournament in the history of the ABT. And there are people out there, especially on my Facebook page, that say, oh, backgammon isn't growing, it isn't doing so well, because they're trying to compare it to poker or bridge, and there's no correlation between the two. Backgammon is growing. We're having more tournaments and more people at more tournaments all over the world. In Istanbul, they get 1,000 people for a tournament. It's really doing great, and I think a lot of that is thanks to the federations doing their promotion and the fact that we have great tournament directors now. Not that there was anything wrong with the older tournament directors, but the promotion and the professionalism is getting better and better every year all over the world. Any comments, questions? Let us have it. You want some water?
I would love some water. Thank
I'm
you,
on my
Phil.
way.
And thank you, Phil Simborg, for doing commentary.
You want more, ma'am? 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 Candace? Ma'am? You want more? You want more?
We were talking about the play at the end about that to move 11 to 10 or 2 to 1. It turns out it's the same. So Matt did say it's the same.
Enough?
If you need more, just call us, all right? I'm Robert.
Thank you, Robert, from the staff here for taking care of us. Yep. Oh, it's great. We have a chat that's going on. I was just reviewing the chat, and we have world-class players here weighing in, including Matt Congeyer, MCG, providing really expert analysis on this match as we're moving along. Really appreciate that. Alex Ashagian is also in the chat and participating. Ian Terry, listening to Candace's whole convo. It's great. Nothing wrong with that. Phil Simborg is back with some water for the voice and the mouth. Thank you very much, Phil. We're broadcasting live from the New York Metropolitan Open at the Hyatt Regency in Jersey City on the Hudson. This is the Open Finals that we're broadcasting with Steve Sharokh and Thomas Tenland. After this match is over, probably around 2 o'clock, we'll be featuring the Super Jackpot Finals, which is going to have Jorgen Granstad and from Sweden and Victor Ashkenazi from New York City, or I think he's in New York. And that will wrap up our coverage from the New York Metropolitan Open 2025 tournament. We're still on break, and it looks like we're getting back to the game. So let's head back and get this back on here. All right, so we started out. It looks like we have 6-1. Not double force. All right, we've got the match. Back in full swing, and they're back from break. So we got a pretty standard holding game going here. Thomas is debating whether he's going to double, apparently.
The score is a big reason here. He's thinking about this. Losing 5-1, you want to be more aggressive. I don't think I could ever eke out a double here for money or an even score.
Yeah, this score is. I mean, if it was if you're 4 away, 2 away, it's a cute.
Oh, double a pass, 2 away, 4 away.
But at this score, it's still too early.
Yeah.
And nice roll. It buttons up and still, half a roll away for Steve.
Now it's a double.
Yeah, he might just have it. Even though he's only got 8
Now
in
it's
his
a
own, but
double.
it's a double, and it's
And,
take.
At the score, I'm not positive it's a take.
Yeah, he's got 8 in his zone. Thank you. From the peanut gallery.
The peanut gallery. That peanut was Blake Fleetwood, who, along with the Kiko, won the biggest event here, $5,000 entry doubles, $25,000 prize, and the Kiko was lucky to have Blake, who said, "Screw the double twos. Don't let them have the double twos. We're going to beat them."
He dropped the double.
He dropped it. I'm not sure it was a take.
Well,
At that score, I
Matt Congeyer says, might not even be a cube, but some people might pass. So there you go. How about that? Great.
Matt, get your ass out of Vegas and come play in some of these tournaments. We miss you.
I know, we miss Matt. All right. Steve is starting off with, again, we got the 6-1 starting off the game. And what is that? I can't make that out.
That's a 2-something.
And, well, it's not double twos because he would have played that quick. 2-1.
2-1.
There we go. So
Ooh.
Thomas makes the 5-point, opens
That's
up
tricky.
to 6.
I never know when to do that and when you don't. It's really a hard
Well, when the
play.
other guy doesn't roll a 6, it's the right
Oh,
play.
when he doesn't roll a 6, that's when you do it. Okay.
All right, so the 5, what do you think?
I don't know.
This is really tough here.
If Thomas did it, it's the right play.
So, players don't want to play ugly, and right now, the only, reasonably, the typical 5 is 13-8, but who wants to put 6 checkers on the 8-point? It might be right here. This is ugly plays. What's that book, Ugly Plays? This might be one of them, because
book
the
is
2, you got to split.
I haven't written that book yet.
But you don't have to split with the 2.
Look at that. He's being
Well,
very
Steve, very
aggressive.
creative. Very
This
creative.
guy
Does
has
not want to stack.
This guy has guts.
But if he has a 6, this makes life really tough.
Now you split.
So what do you do with this?
I would have split.
So Thomas is looking at
Wow.
making, prime.
Yeah, I would have
improving
split
his
the back
chances.
checkers there. And he did it quickly.
And a 4-3 is, it's tough for Steve because he wants to come up to the edge of the prime, but there's 10 checkers there, and he wants to cover that blot. He can't do both.
The
He
question
could do
is,
both.
where's the 4 when you cover the blot or come up?
Yeah.
That's the problem. The
Where
4 is the
4?
problem.
So where do you play the 4 anyway? You have a 4 problem no matter what. So that's it. So Steve is creative, making the best, making lemonade. He's looking at the 2, and he says, all right.
Well, he put it in a better spot. If you don't get hit, you certainly would rather make your VAR point than your 4
Yeah,
point.
so this is a prime versus prime.
But you're going to get hit
setup.
more here. You get hit with the 1, 5, and 3.
Yeah, it's 15 numbers, 16 numbers that hit. So it's tough. Yeah.
I see 14 numbers that hit.
Well, there's 1, 5. Oh yeah, sorry, that's right. Yep, 14. Thank you.
And by the way, knowing those numbers is a big factor. If you had 16 numbers, you might have a double. 14 numbers, you might not. It really matters.
Well, if
Terrific.
it's pretty close to Morgan loser if he does hit, and I can't tell. Double
Obviously
2s,
doesn't hit.
double 2s. He's not moving those back eyes. Making the 4 points seems pretty obvious.
And 1 down.
And 1 down because here's the thing. Even if Thomas leaves 2 blots, which you might say, oh, it's really scary, but there's a lot of return shots for Thomas if he does get hit. Many return shots. So especially on a 7, because 3s and 5s you can't come in, so you can use them somewhere else.
All right, this is
6-5 makes the
simple.
2-point.
No, I bring 2 down.
Well, the reason 2 down's good, blocks the 6s.
You make the 2 point?
I make the 2-point because I want more flexibility. I want pressure on the
Oh, I bring 2 down.
Well, we'll see what Steve does. I mean, Steve might have a different 5 in mind. Who knows?
Remember this. Don't ever forget it. The 2 point is only the 2 point.
No, it's perfectly open. It's being the right play. So we'll see if Matt has any opinion.
Cube.
All right, we have a cube.
Interesting cube.
Yeah, well, it's a prime versus prime, which makes it an easy take.
Yeah.
So
It's not such an easy take because of that stack on the 8 point.
that's not a big deal. Roll 6s. So
I don't call this an easy take at all. He passed.
And neither does Steve. So Thomas is back in the game. Thomas was ahead, I think, 5-0 and lost
He's had 3-0.
Well, not in this match, the previous
Oh,
match. And
previous
he came
match,
from behind.
okay.
So he's used to that. And I think he might have been up. There was a match that he lost.
To O'Hagan, right?
Yeah, I think he was up 5-0 and lost. That was the match, and he lost 11-5.
Thomas had no free ride to get here. His last match was John O'Hagan.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it was a different event.
That's right. No, O'Hagan won that in
Yeah,
the Masters for the Super Jackpot.
Yeah. By the way, this 6-3 is pretty standard because it duplicates 3s and 1s. So you duplication fans, you can always point to this, and it puts control over the outfield. So running with 6-4 is not going to happen. And
How do you play a 6-4?
I mean, you can run, you can make the bar point, which seems like duplicates 1s there. Very solid positional play. It's risky, but not that risky. You roll the 1.
You come up with the 4 now, or come down.
Yeah, interesting.
Might be a good time to come up.
It's tough to know.
I don't know how to play the 4.
So Thomas is
I
going
like coming up.
cogitate on this.
I like coming up.
And if he rolls a 4, 5, or a 6, he's not hitting. And he rolls a 1, 2, it hits. He's got a choice.
I don't like breaking my midpoint. I would hit off the 5 point with.
No, he'll hit off the mid.
No, he's got to hit. You're right.
He's got to hit off the
You're
mid.
right. Because he'd have to hit with the 2 and give up his bar point and. Leave
No,
those
this
2
way,
bucks.
if he doesn't roll a 5, he's got.
He has to hit though. I don't think he can play 20
safely.
to the 22.
No, he's too far behind in the race, I think, to really do that.
I think he has to hit.
Because look, to bring those 5. Oh, Steve. Let's see Steve's creative play. Look at this.
Creative is a nice word for that play.
Well,
I think.
4, 5, 4, 1. Okay. There comes it. I mean, he would have made the 5 point regardless. So there you go. Let's go. We did it once. Let's do it again. This is easy now because if he gets hit, he has a good chance to make a second point at Thomas's home board, and that's going to make it tough for Thomas. So
3-1
does he hit?
It's nothing.
No.
Comes in with a 3 and safety's.
He could hit.
Safety's the 14.
He could hit on the 3 point.
No, that's true.
Because
Come in on the 1 and
can
hit
the
with the 3.
tempo. Look, is this? Who knows?
He decides not to. He made my play.
Yeah.
Well,
he's so ahead in the race, right? And it does have 9 in the zone. 6-2.
Wow, I covered the 5 and come out with the 6 to the bar.
I don't know. I like making the 3 point and then taking your 6.
This is my play.
Oh, that's a play. That's good.
That's the play I make.
Yeah, that's great. I like that. Yeah, I didn't even see it. Good. Yeah, you got a great board. Steve's setting up the board. Good odds. No, Thomas, do you want to run and try to win the race? So you don't want to be stuck back there.
Up in the race, and you're outboarded, so you don't really want to get into a hitting battle.
Oh, he rolled a 2, so
Yeah.
he got it. And the 4 makes the bar point. It's a
Right.
great roll. Wow, great roll. This Thomas is under tremendous pressure here. He has no place to move.
And it's
What's he gonna
ugly.
do?
Thomas is not happy that he's made his 2 point. It's ugly.
And he stayed out. This could be, not at this score. He's going to look at it, though. He's in such better positional shape.
Not with
But-
5 checkers back. He's not a double.
Well, he doesn't think so either. Boy, 2-1. 2. Now you could slot the 1, just come in and just make it more pure. With a lot of good numbers. If he does come out, that's a reasonably good roll for him. It's pretty good. This is nice to have that extra checker there.
I agree.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I agree. 6-3.
Matt Congeyer says backgammon is a race. Thank you, Matt. It is. It's no question. All right, 6-3 for Steve.
I like leaving the blot on the 11 and bringing 2 in for total flexibility to go after him if he
So
doesn't
what's he
come
thinking
out.
about here? Yeah, Phil's given his opinion as to what he thinks is the right play. What's also interesting is to look at what's going on in the players' minds and thinking what are the considerations. Because we're going to get their opinion as they make their play. That's for sure. He can't hit though, right? There's no way to. He needs 5s sevens and eights, and he rolled a 9. So he's thinking about, well, does it make sense to, at least bring a man out from the 1 point and get that checker in play? Because he's not in play right now. So that's one of the things. You want to get your checkers in play. So that's the 6. And then he's got to figure out the 3. He'd like to have some duplication somewhere. It's tough. So he really wants to make that bar point. Otherwise, he'd just play 8 to 5. And if he's...
I can see going out to the 18, but the 3 I would bring in.
Well, if he's ahead in the race, right? If Steve's ahead in the race, why wouldn't he play 11 to 8? I mean, it's a race.
That's
like
too
the Mets.
stacky. This is my play.
Let's see who's ahead here.
This is my play.
White has 54 and 24 is 78, and 21 is 99, and 16 is 115, and I'm not sure I got that right, 145, something like that. And black, we run to safety. We're hit. So he's got, if he runs, he's got 78, 84, 42, it's 126, 130. Yeah, he's ahead in the race. So
Not only that, he's outboarded, so he doesn't want to get into a hitting battle.
Right, yeah. So it's pretty close. Get it to a pretty standard holding game here.
But this is a hard game to bring home for Thomas. He's very stiff.
Yeah, he needs doubles or 3-1-4-2, 5-3 to, yeah. 5-2, 5-4 is okay. But also it's tough for Steve to hit from the midpoint. He's got 2 checkers here, and if he hits and doesn't roll, get past, it's a little tough. So 5-2 is just 13 to 6, simple.
Yeah.
And but Thomas really can. A lot of players are just like do it, snap up the dice, and I really like the way he takes time. It's a good model. All right, 4-3. So Steve is just going to make his right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense. Good. All right, it's holding. Steve's behind in the race. Is it a 6? Your famous 6-2? So there's no way to play it safe. He could, he could say, all right.
Nah, you're slotting the 5 point if that's a 6-2. Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's looking at playing to the 6 and then bringing the 2 down because he'll have a lot more return shots.
I slot the 5 point. That's the point you want to make.
But
hope he doesn't roll a 4.
Unstacking. It's 4s either way. Excuse me. It's 4s either way. Same number of shots. A little bit more shots that way.
But you're putting your checker where you want it to be. That's the point you want to make if you don't get hit.
And that's what Thomas has done. Excuse me. Thomas has done that, and so Steve needs to roll a 4, and he does. I mean, the game is his.
He's sorry he didn't double now, and it might have been a double.
I want to see the return shot though, because if he 2-4.
Is he too good to double now? I don't see a market gainer, so I think you keep rolling here.
Yeah, it's definitely a drop.
I don't see too many ways
no, it's
for.
interesting, Phil. Yeah, most people would just double.
Too many ways for Thomas to have a take on the next roll, so that's how you know it's too good to double. There's not too many ways to lose this game right now.
I know. If Thomas comes up with a 1, he's going to hit him.
Oh, he doubled. He doubled. Didn't he think about this being too good? Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought it was too good.
And he's thinking about it.
He's thinking about what? He's thinking about how happy he was to be doubled?
He's thinking about a mistake.
Yeah. If it wasn't too good, it at least was close. You would have had to give that more thought.
Yeah, but Matt thinks it's a double.
All right, then it was a double. Good.
It's a lot to play on. Although that extra point means a lot.
There weren't that many gammons, I guess, but I didn't see any market gainers. So, you guys got to roll a 1-6.
All right. So double 4s, this he can make 2 points in his home board and put a man in the bar. And I think that's the right play.
No,
but he can bring 2 up and 2 down.
2 up and 2 down is almost always right here.
So, and that's what he looks like he's going to do.
Yeah, if the checker were on his 4 point, then you make the 2 points, but you don't want to hit off the 2 point.
What about Gammon Go?
Gammon Go, I'm almost sure you still make the 2 points, Blake.
So Steve is playing in his first major tournament, first tournament, period. He is a money player from New York City, formerly of Long Island, formerly a big poker player, does not play poker anymore. And look at him, he's come to the finals of the largest ABT tournament in the United States in his first tournament. Hard to beat. Along the way, people like, I'm going to take a look and see who we beat, but the people who are not in the finals, Dick Sheeman.
Ooh, look at this double.
Oh, what? Okay, wait, hang on. So this is really interesting. So
I didn't see this double.
I didn't either. So
it didn't
Thomas
look like
says,
a double to me. Wow.
Yeah.
What am I missing? I would never have thought about doubling there.
No, me either. And it looks like it
Wow.
could really work out. 5-4.
And he gobbled it up, which I agree with.
Yeah, yeah. But you know, having the opponent's 5 point makes it
That
pretty
was an
safe.
incredibly aggressive double.
And he's got 10 in the zone, and you know, it's
Wow.
Yeah, awesome.
Wow, I got to look at that double.
All right, what do you do with this?
I don't do anything with it. I keep thinking about the cube.
Steve is.
Wow.
Oh, Steve's gonna leave the two. What? Well, 2s work great. You know, any kind of 2. It's great. And he rolled a 3-2. Looks like. Oh, the cursor's in. Let me get rid of the cursors. Thank you. One of my backgammon.
Wow, this is amazing. This is unbelievable what just happened. You can't believe this. Oh my God. I've never seen anything like this in my life. The monitor went out here for the people live, so I'm just having a little fun with you. For those of you watching online, they can't see what's happening. Wow, a backgammon. Thomas is doing a little blitzing move here. Did anybody run that double? I never saw it coming, and Thomas did it quickly. Boy. Total blitzing play, and when you're blitzing, the lower points are as good as the higher points. And Thomas is not going to let that guy live on the 4 point. He's going to hit him. He's got. Oh, he does hit him. He might hit 2. I would hit 2. I would hit 2. I go to the ace point, and Thomas is doing that, going for the total blitz. If Steve doesn't roll an ace here, he could be in big trouble. He rolled a 5, not too much help. Thomas has all kinds of ways to pick and pass and make points. This is nothing spectacular here, but he doesn't want him to make that 5 point, or he's making the ace point. Okay? A 5 is going to be huge. A 5 would be huge here for Steve. And he dances. Okay, this is Thomas is really going to make this double pay off. We got a great blitzing going here. The cursor's still in the way. The cursor's still in the middle. You got it. Okay. That was fun.
Oh my God, a little excitement.
That was fun. All right. This turned out to be a great cube.
Look at all these checkers on the bar.
Wow, that was some cube by Thomas. That was really something.
Okay, wow. So we have the cube is sitting with Steve. Steve has two men on the bar. Thomas is trying to, regain the momentum in this match. Can he do
I mean,
it?
this is the biggest, most important game so far. If he wins the gammon here, it's huge, and if he just manages to get 2 points, that's going to help Steve quite a bit, of course. Steve could still win this game now that he's anchored, though. He's very lucky to anchor. Of course, he isn't feeling really lucky right now in this position. Thomas is thinking, oh, this guy was lucky to anchor, and Steve's thinking, how unlucky was I to get in this position to begin with? Oh, double fours. Oh, my goodness. That's a joker. And hit. Come out and hit. That's a big joker. That's the roll I would have wished for. I told you this wasn't a double. Look at this 6. This is as ugly as it gets. Horrible roll for Thomas. Wow. That was a monster swing. Double 6 followed by 3-6. You couldn't have written a bigger horror story for Thomas. Never happened to me. Wow, Steve is now, this game is tilted quite a bit. Looked like a almost sure gammon, and now Steve's probably a favorite in the game. Double 5s. Doesn't hit. Doesn't hit.
We had a delay.
I'm not sure you come out with those, or yeah, you come out from the 3-point. He's still winning the race.
Well, he got all this
Oh,
game
he rolled a
turned
double
around.
4 joker while you were gone, Larry. It was just amazing. And then Thomas rolled the only roll that forced him to crack his prime and break his bar point. 3-6 from the bar. This game could easily swing either way. 4-1 for Thomas. I think he has to volunteer. Playing safe is just not the style of good players here.
He has such a huge race lead.
Yeah, but you still have to volunteer. You don't go to the ace point. Put your checkers where they want to be. Paul McGrill.
All right, 6-5 for Steve.
Not a pretty roll. I hate to say this, but I come off the 9. I hate it. That's my play.
So Phil gets his ego gratification from doing commentary and having the top players in the world make his recommended play. we all have our methods of assuaging our egos, and
Well, once in a while I make a prediction and it's wrong. It happened yesterday once.
all right, he's going to rebuild his board. Look, this is Strip City. Everybody's stripped.
But this is
6-5.
not a, talk about a strippy roll. This is easy.
Yeah.
That's easy. That's automatic.
Now he needs 8s and not double 2s.
Yeah, you don't leave any direct shot there. If you get hit with an indirect shot, you still got to block his inner board.
Oh, where's the 1? Woo.
I know where my 1 is. I played both of them off the 6-point. Thomas might volunteer now because of the board, and he's too stiff. Might be the right time to volunteer.
If there's a time, it's probably now.
Dupe the forest by moving both checkers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's interesting.
What? Why? Wow.
3s and 4s duped.
Yeah, but
No, 5s. He's got 5s.
they only hit him if it works out.
What did he roll?
Where he can
Is
hit
it
and
double
cover.
3s?
Is that a 5-3?
I can't tell if
4-3?
it's double 3s or
I think it's a 5-3 or
5-3.
4-3.
It looks like a 5-3.
If it's a 5-3, you hit and cover.
Well, not so simple.
It's so simple. You hit and cover. You like those words? They're my favorite words.
Let's see. So, is there an alternative, Phil, that you might look at?
Yeah, I would say you want to hedge. I don't like an alternative. I like hit and cover. If it is a 5-3.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa. That's.
Oh, then he.
Oh, it's. I don't understand. It's got to be.
Double threes.
Double threes.
Double threes. It's double threes. It's still hit and cover. How do you not do that?
Oh, he's counting his shots, which is a good idea.
Cube, recube, recube, cube.
Wow.
Only fours. Oh, wow. Oh. Was he too good?
Boy, that's.
Was he
that's
too
great.
good to recube? I mean, I knew Thomas was passing. What a swing.
Incredible, right?
Yeah, there are two on the bar. He stacked them so you can't
He
tell.
stacked them. Yeah. There are two in the bar.
Yeah,
Anybody transcribing or coming in?
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Was he smart not to recube, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's going to
Wow.
win a gammon. This could be Crawford after this game.
Well, this is a key roll right here. Very key roll.
Boy, Thomas got really crushed.
He's thinking about cubing. There are some bad sequences here. 4-3 is not a great sequence.
Yeah, it hits two. Huh? It hits two.
Oh, I don't know. No, you don't hit two. There's no way to safety everything, so maybe you have to hit. If you can't safety everything, you have to hit off the two. And then bring the three in.
Oh, this is really. He wished he doubled.
No, I think you hit off the two
He wished he doubled before this.
and play 8 to 5. I play
All right, Phil's got his play.
6
So
to 2,
this
8
is
to
really
6
great.
to 2, 8 to 5.
It just goes to show you these types of positions arise, and you think the game is over and it's hopeless, and all of a sudden one roll, and it's like, uh-oh. Now White's way ahead in the race, and White has a better board. So you know, it's worth looking at 8 to 5, 7 to 3, leaving a 3 shot. Yeah, it's definitely worth looking at hitting. And
There's
then-
an argument for hitting off the ace also. It's fewer shots back maybe, but this is my play.
All right, great.
This is
Thank
my
you,
play.
Phil. Very good. Great. I like Phil's firm opinion on things. I have actually no opinion on this, except I don't think it's right to hit. But
You don't think it's right to hit?
I don't think it's right to hit. I think it's much better. It's much safer.
Well, he went with your play.
Yeah, but you know,
My play wins a lot more gammons.
6-5. Nice. What a roll. And you know,
Hit. Sure.
it's a race.
This game has swung back and
I
forth
know.
3 times.
Thomas
3
comes back
times.
from the dead.
Ooh, he needed that one.
I
He
think
needed that
I think
one.
you make the 5 point.
Make the 5 point? Why?
I don't know. Why not?
Why not? Why not? It's easier to clear later. Blake Fleetwood would have made the 5 point. Huh? He's a why not too. I don't see it. Okay. Nice play, guys.
Phil. That's funny. All right. Okay, he gets out.
Wow, Thomas was in so much trouble. A few minutes ago, Steve was too good to double. And now look at this.
Oh, he's leaving an extra 2 shots. Let's go. Does he have it in there? 6-2.
Oh,
He does.
got it.
Amazing. Unbelievable.
This is the 5th swing of this game.
Incredible. Like these 3s and 5s and 4s and 6s. 3, 5, 4, 6, and he comes in on 1s and 2s. I think he's got basically every number covered as long as he comes in.
Wow.
Unless double ones, you know.
What in the world is he thinking?
No, a double, you know.
Can he possibly be thinking about not hitting?
Yeah, there's like
Oh, come
half
on.
the numbers hit back.
Come on.
Half the numbers hit back.
Yeah. How do you win if you don't hit? Hitting is fun.
Steve says, okay, what am I going to do? Oh, 1-6. He stays out.
Are you too good now again?
Yeah, right?
Again, he's too good.
What a swing. Incredible. Thomas is thinking, I can't do a thing. Steve just keeps coming at me.
Thomas almost had a sure gammon early in this game, and now he's getting gammon twice.
Amazing. Yeah, 4-3, he makes the 2. We ready for more jokers?
It's a good thing I didn't find a bookie before this match started. I was giving Thomas 3-1 odds. Shows you what I know about betting. Wow.
Okay. Well, a lot of people on the chat are questioning the
Questioning what?
that 6-2.
They don't think he should have hit? Oh, come on.
No one's put it into XG, so I don't
Come
know.
on, you got to hit there.
He's closed the board. This is about, I don't know, 80% gammon. Wow.
It's more than that.
This is really something. And he's thinking, okay, well, double fours.
I estimate gammons here at 104%.
All right. All right. So sevens. All right. He got off the double fives, and he's gonna have to
Clear
play
the 6, yeah.
No,
Clear
it's
the
good.
6.
This is a great position. 6-5 isn't so great, but
Nothing's really bad.
6-5 is bad. 6-1 is good. 6, and you play the 1, 5-4, 4-3. I mean, to be safe on top.
I play 4-3 without hesitating. You got the gammon anyway. You just don't want to get hit.
Oh, that's helpful. Sort of.
Oh yeah, he could roll off. He needed to come in right there.
Thomas. Oh, he's like, whoa.
3-2. Don't take any chances.
Steve's
3-2. 3-2. You don't need to take it off.
All right, well.
You don't play 3-2. All high doubles leave you shots.
Are you going to change the odds if he plays 1 off?
Yes.
All right. What do you think he's calculating right now?
He took it off. He's thinking, I ain't going to roll high doubles. He might come in anyway. I did not like that play. It worked out okay so far.
Yeah. He's odd, but that's the only thing he's odd.
It couldn't have been too bad to peel there, but I wouldn't have done it. I don't think
All
he
right,
needed it.
here we go. It's a race for the gammon. Can Thomas avoid it? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got 10 crossovers. So
Thomas better avoid it if he wants to keep playing.
Well, he'll be a Crawford,
Yeah.
and that's giving him, I don't know, 7% shot. Crawford, 8 away. 6-3, so he's off in 4, and 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5-1. Wow. He needs 2 sets. There's 1. 1, 2. Yes. You can save double fives, 3-4. He's got 2 ways to play it. They both get off double fives. Nothing gets off double fours, so it doesn't matter. I shouldn't say it doesn't matter, actually, because yeah, he wants the higher number to come in. 3-1. Huh? Must be.
Now you think about the doubles that play.
Oh, good. Gets 1 in. No.
He's going to need.
I just bring one in. We can't do better than that.
Either way, he has to roll doubles.
That's simple.
He has to roll doubles to get off the gammon.
Yeah, double threes will get you off. Double twos, not enough. So, all right, let's see. Let's go, Thomas. You got double threes or better? Let's see what you got out there in that cup. Oh, double sixes!
Big save. Big
Oh my
save.
goodness!
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's why he's one of the top players in the world. He knows when to roll double sixes.
Unbelievable.
Wow. So both players are unhappy.
I know, right? I know.
Steve thinks he was robbed from a gammon, and Thomas thinks he was robbed from winning a game and a gammon himself.
Amazing.
Everybody walks away unhappy. That's backgammon.
It's like going to court.
Holy cow. There's a lesson for you folks. If you're a top player, you roll doubles in that situation.
And they're both down to about 3 minutes worth of time. So it's actually plenty of time at this match score.
I'm going to tell Muniz to make sure the checkers are separated on the bar.
Yo, thanks, Phil. Phil Simborg's been doing co-commentary with voice of Backgammon Larry Shiller, which is me, not to pull an Elmo third person, but we're happy to have everyone here at the Hyatt Regency in Jersey City for the New York Metropolitan Open, the largest ABT tournament in existence in recent history, for sure. There's over 380 people in attendance at this event.
We're trying to get the AV guy.
Thank you. Yes, Macon Geyer, we have an echo. It's my fault because I disconnected the cable by walking through it.
We're still trying to get the guy.
And I putting it into, let me try a different port and maybe we can get rid of the echo while we're on break.
I'm up there behind. I'm uptown.
Yeah, I know. I want to get rid of the echo.
We're still trying to get the guy.
That's your age? That's your age? Oh, 46.
Exciting. Maybe we should take one off earlier. He moved one over from like the 4 to the 3. I mean, he saved stuff up, you know, so yeah. That's a tough, it's like one. Yeah, that's a 5 Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, they're playing again. We got action.
I'm right off the one train side.
Oh, they're just setting up the board.
Yeah, it's very easy for me to get out. It's not a new building, it's no building. It's a big, the rental company owns it. And, I have.
Waiting for Larry Shiller to get back and get this thing set up so we can all see the match very well. But actually, you see me better this way, and I think that's more important than watching the match. Oh, now he fixed it so you can't see me that well. I don't understand how a professional classical musician has time to learn all this technology and play backgammon. as well
Phil,
as you
if you
do.
haven't noticed, I am clueless with the technology, so, you know.
You've done very well. You did very well. And your backgammon game is getting better all the time, too.
I'll go find out where it's happening.
Here we go. Oh, look, we got Pascal Gammon going over here, Phil.
you
How
do.
did this happen so quickly?
By the way, I don't call this a back game. That's a double holding game when you're on the 3
oh,
and the 5.
I like the terminology.
Yeah, it's not a back game. A back game's got to be down lower.
So this looks like coming to the midpoint. Oh, that's good. That's good too. Very good. Steve's got really interesting plays. Martin Blackwell. Let's go. All right, necklaces.
The last 3 is difficult.
Right. That's what he's looking at.
The first you hit. Oh, what?
No, I mean that's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was missing
Well,
the
the
hit.
last 2.
Yeah, I thought he was missing the
But
hit.
this makes perfect sense. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
block him in.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
I like
oh,
that.
nice roll. Nice roll. You hit 2. You have a great chance for.
I
you
think
know,
you play all out back game here and slot your 5 point. I slot the 5 point. Or hit 2, that's good. That's good.
I hear audio. You have an audio?
Yeah.
Good roll coming in and anchoring.
All right. So for the peanut gallery here at the Jersey City, we're going to try to fix the echo that we have on the TV set.
On the feed, there's an echo? Or
The HDMI into the TV.
the echo is here or on the feed?
It's here.
Yeah, the feed is fine.
But the echo means they can hear me twice, right? Isn't that good?
Great, Phil. All right, what do we got? So breaking up the
We got a fun game is what we've got.
the gauntlet and starting to make a board. So
All right,
Steve is
3 away, 8 away. Clearly, Thomas has to be more aggressive, care a little bit less about getting gammon, and he doesn't mind playing a back game here and taking some chances.
It's not an echo. You're hearing yourself, and then that on a half a second delay.
the delay is the problem. It wasn't delayed.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Rory Pascar is helping us out. He does a great job with the technology at these tournaments. Oh, I like this roll.
Double 1s for Thomas.
Yeah.
So he can hit 2.
Well,
And
I like this play.
that's a good blocking play.
You wanna
But
build-
he wants to hit first, and then let's see. Because if he does hit 2, but he doesn't have enough in the zone. He's only got 8 checkers here.
Oh,
Right,
no.
Blake? Just 2.
The echo's on the live feed.
Yeah, I know because it's coming in. Yeah. So
5-2?
5-3. I think it's a 5-3.
Not a great roll. I slot my 5 point.
Well, I am going to close these doors so there's not the back on these.
All right. All right. 6-1 for Steve. This is all about timing, right? So this is they're considering the timing of the plays.
I hate that play, but I didn't see too many other ways to play a 6.
And now he's going to hit 2.
Oh,
Because now if he makes the bar point, he's got a really effective block
so
against
he's
Steve.
going to try to go forward. You know what Jim Pascal's favorite expression is? These guys get caught in the switches when you're trying to go forward, and you should be staying back.
And here comes the cue.
Oh,
Rex
that-
Thomas. Good
that-
pressure cue.
That is an aggressive cue. He's cubing with 5 checkers back. I think you have to take this. He passed it. Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's the score. Even though Steve says he doesn't play tournaments, at this score, it's a pass is not bad because you're giving up 1 point. You're not giving up a lot of match equity.
I have permission from the great Kit Woolsey to use a strategy called reverse Woolsey's law, which means if you're not sure it's a cube, then take the damn thing. The Kit's sitting right here. It's a real easy. I didn't think it was a cube. I wasn't sure it was a cube, so take it. The score will scare a lot of people there, but how could that be a pass? I might bet on whether it was a cube or not, but Thomas did it very quickly, maybe because he wanted to pass. Maybe there's a little poker going on there. Thomas Tenland's a lot smarter than he looks. The reason he made double quickly may be to get that pass, and it worked. Talk about bluffing a poker player. I don't even think about pulling that stuff when I'm playing top players like this. But we just don't know this guy, Steve. He did pass a very fast cube earlier that Thomas gave that we weren't sure about either. So maybe Thomas is thinking about the history so far in this game. He saw the guy pass quickly a very questionable cube earlier.
We have the honor to welcome Remington Davenport. He's going to fill in for Phil Simborg for a few minutes. And we're going to hear about the great Phil. Thank you so much for now. We'll welcome you back later. We just wanted to seize this opportunity.
Is it because of her looks, or is it because he's smarter than me?
They're not mutually exclusive. All right, so we'll come in. Everybody's good looking on the Voice of Backgammon channel, even you, Phil. All right, Remy, welcome. Nice to have you here.
Oh my God!
And
how'd I get roped into this?
So Remy is running. She's the new force of backgammon. She's been working in New York City Backgammon Club.
Yeah, NYC Backgammon Club.
NYC Backgammon Club. Tell us what's going on at this tournament. What you've done.
Oh my God! Well, this tournament we had. We had 112 people participating between the advanced beginner and the beginner bracket, which is I think the largest in any
it is the largest, yeah. Absolutely.
For beginner and advanced beginner. I had 4 people in from my club get to the semifinals, which was fantastic. I mean, most people were from my club, but it was just so exciting to see so many of
So if you have 4 people in the semis, that means that one of them is going to win.
Yes,
from your club.
Yes, well, 2. Yeah, so
right.
It's been good. It's been really good. So I've been really just proud of like all of my friends playing and all of the people that I've met through my club, and getting more into the the tournaments, the more of the serious backgammon world. So it's great.
Yeah, really, we really value your contribution.
Thank you.
To the community. Now that you're here, we want you to comment on this board. So look what's going on. Steve, who's white, has 2 checkers on the bar.
I don't even know Steve.
Nobody knows Steve.
Oh my God, okay.
It's his first tournament, and he's playing in the finals.
Unbelievable.
In the largest ABT tournament. Can you believe it?
That's fantastic. I mean, I think that gives also a lot of hope to new people too. So
anybody.
Totally, of course, but gives a lot of hope to people that have never played in in serious tournaments. So this is great.
So let's look at the game. So for beginners and advanced beginners, what can they take away from this, and what's the value for you? Like, what as beginner players, not that you're a beginner, but the people you represent, what are they looking for in this commentary?
Well, I think that first of all, most people who don't play in tournaments don't even really know that tournaments even exist, right? So just even being able to see how a professional plays, and then being able to hear another professional do the commentary for the match, because a lot of people are playing on XG, and they always ask me, they'll be like, but why is it this move?
Right.
So to get that extra help of this is why it's a better move than the one that opponent A or opponent B is deciding between. It's good to see it.
So that expert commentary is helpful.
Absolutely, and so I'm pushing a lot more people to kind of deep dive into watching commentary.
great. And you know, it's a great honor for us to be doing the commentary here at Lynn's tournament.
Yeah.
This is a fascinating play right here where he did not hit. He had an opportunity to hit a second checker. He didn't take it. He's playing a prime versus prime. But now, Steve, I think Steve made a mistake there, because if he had hit, there's no day. Now Steve is locked. The timing is bad. And he's in trouble. So this is an unusual break for Steve. He's been playing world class all match, and now he had a chance to hit that checker with a 6.
Maybe he couldn't see it with his sunglasses on.
You know, that might be it. And that hat.
And the hat, too.
You know, he needs a
Is
white
he from,
hat.
Is he from New York?
So Steve lives in New York City.
Okay.
We got to get him to some of your tournaments.
Absolutely.
He's a money player.
Cool.
He's from Iran originally.
Very cool.
And the Iranians are amazing. There was a recent BMAB, and the Iranians, a lot of them were like 2s and 3s on the PR.
Unbelievable.
Like the top 10. It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
It really was
It's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, fantastic. So, anyway, Thomas has come back in this, I think, due to that error. I think it's an error that Steve made. And now he's a huge favorite to Gammon, which will bring the score to 8-8.
Yeah.
And basically be a match to 3. And 2 seconds ago, Thomas was just on the bar and, you know, with 2 checkers while we were talking. I saw that happen, and this is amazing. So look at this.
This is unbelievable. I mean, sadly, this is like the first game I get to actually watch during this tournament. I've been, I just been, you know, working.
You've
so
been
much.
busy.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
so-
24/7 is your job. There's no question about
But
it.
I love it. It's so good.
Yeah. And Backgammon is now your full-time.
Full-time job.
You quit your job a year and a half ago?
I quit last April, so now I do this full-time.
Yeah, good for you.
For me, it was just like I can't have one foot in the door and one foot out the
Yeah.
door. So for me, I just was like, if I'm going to grow back, I'm going to have to.
You were
fully
making your
commit.
commitment, and
Yeah.
it's awesome. Yeah, it's terrific.
So-
We're really, really happy you're doing that.
Thank you. I
That's
have a
great.
lot of big stuff coming up this year.
Well, we want to hear about it, and you know, let us know, and we'll be hope to post double 2s. Oh my gosh!
Wow.
What? While we're talking, there's some backgammon going on, Remy.
We can't look away. We can't look away.
Look at that! Incredible. Yeah. So this is pretty gammony.
This is so epic.
This is, yeah, but you never know. Like another joker. We haven't had enough jokers.
Okay.
We need the double 6 joker and pin one of those checkers in the outfield and miraculously remake your 6-point, and you know, well, double 6 is not going to hit.
I'm so sorry. I have
Remy,
to go.
thank you so much for joining us.
I think
We
my final match in the advanced beginner just finished, so I have to go.
pleasure to have you
Thank
join
you
us,
so
Remy.
much.
That's the
Thanks,
success
everyone.
upstairs.
All right, take care.
All right, we're going to find our next expert to join us for the with the color commentary. I'm very happy to have Remy Davenport join us. She's just recently has burst upon the backgammon scene, and she's doing amazing things for the game. And it's one of the reasons it's growing so rapidly is due to her work. Just now for Thomas, don't roll a 5 next time, and you'll be fine. Let's see what happens. Finally, there's a 6. Remaking the board. Double 5s, okay. Well, there you go. You know, strangely enough, Steve could win a gammon this game. So we don't want to speak too quickly. We got, 2-3, great roll. All right, so he's in. Any 1s or 5s would have been problematic. 6-3 again, pulling those checkers out. Steve, he desperately loved to avoid a gammon here. Those extra 2 points are huge. 3 away, 5 away versus 3 away, 3 away. The score differences. So we have, I can't see the roll, 3 and a 1. No. Does anybody know what this is? Double 3s? No, it can't be. Double 3 is like, he would just take the 3 and the 4. I was very confused. Oh, 3-1. Sorry. Got it. Wow, that was interesting. I guess if he doesn't roll a 3 next time, he's okay. And 3-1 and 3-2 do work. So it's just 4-3 works. It's just 5-3 as well. Yeah, it's just a 5-3 as well. What did he roll? 5-3, 6-3. Which one do you pull? Probably better to pull that off because your 3s aren't working. Then your 2s aren't going to work. Okay. Let's go to the peanut gallery in the chat room and see who's what experts are weighing in on this. All right, if there's any justice in backgammon, Steve will get off the G. We'll see. Oh, and he hits back. All right. Double hit. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, this is actually better for Steve in some ways because he's going to get double or triple shots coming up. Not out of the woods yet. Wow. Yeah. How about, oh, 4-2. Nice. What an ending. Now, do you come in and slot the 6? Got some choices here. Does want to maybe remake his board, but he also wants to avoid the gammon. So, what's next? 5-2. And he doesn't have a 2. 2-1. There you go. Wow, this is, what a fun finish. Thomas does not have a lot of great numbers here. 4-3 is a great number. And he rolls doubles, high doubles next time, and he's on his way. So, I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, that looks good. Because he does have a 1, but doesn't have a 2. 6-1, plays easy. All right, what are the bad numbers? Obviously, any high numbers. 6-1, amazing. Thomas is like just pinpoint accuracy here. And unless he rolls a 2-1 next time, he's going to be, oh, interesting. He's avoiding the backgammon. So, yeah, smart. Just get that one shot, try to avoid the gammon. And there's the 2-1. I'm sorry to have called that. The 2 is forced. And you play 4-3. Take one off. How bad could that be? Yeah. Woof. 5-3 hits. Okay. So he's got a 2-headed snake here. I'm going to coin a term. 2-headed snake. He's got 8 checkers behind him and 7 in front. A double 3s. Oh, it's fascinating. Yeah, he's going to make it from the front. Thomas has got to roll a 6. Thomas has got to be thinking, is there ever an easy game of backgammon? 6-5, nice roll. Now, what to play now? I guess you make the 11 point. Reduce the shots. 6-2, hits. Yeah, just leaves high numbers. Duplicates 5s and 6s. 5-3 hits. Yeah, it's not going to be easy for Thomas. He needs a high doubles. Well, he needs to come in. Let's start there. Okay. 5-2. I don't know, it's hard to know. These guys are, definitely running down on time too. So this is tough. Steve, if he can, he's hitting 2 checkers. He's got 1:28, and Thomas is down to a minute. Wow. Can you imagine if Steve pulls this out? Thomas is not coming in. 6-2! He makes this is incredible. Who's a favorite now? If he can close that board, he's actually a favorite to win the game. This is really something. I think you want to look at doubles, double fours. He comes in with a 4. Yeah, but he's got so much ammunition in the outfit, it's just going to keep hitting him. He could be a favorite to win this game. Amazing. Because 2 checkers on the bar, 40% gammons, right? So that would be 40% wins. More, because he's got 3 checkers to take off in addition to one of those. Nice hit! Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, can he stay out of this big board? Oh, barely. That's funny. Do the banana split. Smart move. 4-6. Oh, so close. And these players are down on time, so it's just rat-a-tat-tat. Let's go, let's go. 6-3 hits. He hits that way. Just, hit the checker, more advanced checker. Gain more pips. Comes in with a 5 and the 5-4. Only hits 1. How do you figure this out? I don't know. Just keep bringing him in. And he's got another hit. Which one? This is really something. Yep. Wow. Stays out. Does he have a 1? He does. And is there a 2 that gives him double 5s? Yeah, he's got double 5s already. All right. So double 5s is the number. Double 6s is not the number. It's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's just maximizing the ammunition. Double 6s there, Thomas. Oh. 4-2 makes the 5-pointer. He's back to a 5-point board. Last time it was the 5-point. Now he's opening up the 4-point. Comes in. Does he have a 6? Yes, and a 5 to come in with a hit covering range. Boy, Thomas really needs this 4 right now. He rolls it. Because the question is, would Steve turn the cube? No, probably not. Double 6 is incredible. Does Thomas still have another 4? He does not. All right, Steve's going to come in with a 5. Doesn't make it happen. This is really incredible backgammon. What a match. Such turning points everywhere. And he comes in with a 4. The suspense continues. Hits again. Steve is not to be denied. Let's see if Thomas is to be denied. Oh, 4 the hard way doesn't do it. Does he have a 5 in his cup? No, again a 6-3. This looks familiar. Except this time it's not a 6. Unbelievable. Oh, and he misses the 4. He needs 5s or 8s. Does he have it? No, again with a 6-3. Yeah. Yeah, just I don't know. Is it right take a checker off? I don't know. Double 2s. He needs a 4 or a 2, and he's got a 5-2. So there you go. It's easy. Now his checker distribution does not lend himself to that 40%. So see what's going on here. At some point, Steve may have a recue. So the way to figure this out, how do you figure this out? I don't know. It's like he's got 50 pips plus 5 times 3.5. So it's 67 pips, and you EPC that, it's 9 rolls. And he's in from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there it is. There it is. Yeah, it's like 9 versus 7. And it's more than 7 because he's going to lose a half a roll. This is a great double. You know, we're getting towards the end. Thomas, look at Thomas. He's got his hand in his hands. Like, how did this happen to me? Unbelievable. Thomas has got to be smiling inside. Oh, what an incredible change. This game has had so many swings. This is really one for the ages. This is a backgammon match they'll be talking about forever. Because if he drops it, he's 10-4. And match equity table people, what's that percent? 1, 2, 3, 4. He drops the double. It's like, Steve, I am not going to do this for the match. And he's down to 21.8 seconds, and he dropped the double. Right? And you're down on time that much. Why not take it at least? You know, you run the risk of running out of time. Thomas, though, he does consider things so carefully. Amazing. Yeah, this is going to be great. This is going to be lightning fast now. All right. People think that was a good pass. Yeah, Matt said did not expect a pass with 20 seconds left. Is this amazing? Unbelievable. 21.8 seconds. No doubling at least. And they're both short on time, but a minute extra time is huge for Steve. Oh, Thomas lost the 1.8 seconds. A gammon is nice, but doesn't actually do that much for Thomas. All right, 6-1. Come down and split. Oh, let's go, Thomas. All right. Wow, this is really intense. He rolled a 2. Not looking good for Thomas with that joker. Just 3. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't care about getting gammoned. 18.8. Nice roll, pinpoint rolling for Steve. How about 1 and 2? No, come up to the 4 point. Okay. Yeah, it's really interesting to watch great players who are, you know, with time crunch. It's like in chess, you know, if you're doing a blitz, people's ELO in blitz is like 200 less, or you know, so big difference. Now, Steve has the luxury of taking a little bit more time. All right, so Thomas has a clear game plan here. He's playing a priming game and wants Steve to leave a shot. So let's see what happens. 3-1. How do you play that? I don't know how you play that. You can hit it at 1 point. But yeah, go clear that while you can. 6-5. Okay. It's a good roll. If you're not going to hit them. Double twos, that works. Well, 8-6 is one of them. 15-13 is another, and then there's what are the other two? It's surprising that, like, Steve wouldn't move those two obvious plays first. Oh, he does now. Oh, he's. Oh, huh. Okay. Yep. Because Thomas is a little stripped, he's going to have to move those checkers. And now it's, what's the race still behind. Thomas is still behind in the race. So he can start his board, just move off the midpoint. And he wants to keep that checker there. So he's behind. Build a board. There's not a lot of numbers that are going to point on him. So 6-2 plays. Now it's getting a little dangerous. What a game. What a match. Fantastic. All right, double ones. Not a hard number to play. 4-2. Makes the 1 point. Not much other choices. All right, what does Tomas have? So they've been rolling really pretty small. Double fives? Nope. So he's got to come out with 5, give him some time, make the 2. He's got a board, he's ready. We have a standard midpoint, bar point holding game. Exciting match. 6-4. Let's go. So that's interesting to know what the PRs are. Some of the chatter saying they actually are putting it into XG and figuring out the PRs. Now here Thomas, the only thing he can do, 5-3, pay me now, pay me later. No, don't want to pay at all if you can avoid it. This is rough. So Steve breaks both, keeps his extra checker on. Double 5, so now Thomas can run, and let's take a look at the race. So he's got 40, and 40 is 80 for Thomas, and what is it? It's 26 and 24 is 50, 60, 66, 72, 74, 80. So he's still down by 6 pips before that roll. Whew. Boy, this is really coming down to it. There's so many more crossovers for Steve. That's the problem. 13-6. Oh, there's that. Yeah, I like that. It's good. Double 5s again! Thomas is going to pull this out. Yeah, he's down to 7.7 seconds. Will he run out of time? Oh, this is really just so tight for him because, he's got a long way to go. If he's going to win this match, he's going to win at least 3 games. Play 3 games with 7.7 seconds delay. Good luck. This is really put himself in a tough position by passing that cube. This is real. Woo! Coming back. Steve? Okay. Well, 6 checkers versus 9. Needs another set. I'm not rolling it. Yep, gives him double 5s. Two. All right. Well, if he rolls a 1 or a 3, Steve can still pull it out. Yep. He just needs to take 2 off now. He can't do it. Yeah. It's got to be 2-1, 2-1. And anything not 2-1 ends this game. Okay. Whoa. Thomas. Amazing. Amazing comeback. 2 sets, and he rolled them. Come back. So here we are. Open finals, 10-5. Steve Sharokh with his first appearance at any tournament, and he's in the finals. Amazing. And he's fighting back from Crawford. Now it's post-Crawford. Post-Crawford. This is an amazing final. And the adding to the suspense is the time consideration. That's 7.7 seconds on Thomas's clock. 54.6 seconds on Steve's clock. This is just, this is the slow roll. And both cool as cucumbers, these guys. Yeah, and Thomas has started to change how he actually moves. Usually he thinks. Now he's starting to move the checkers right away. So you see him immediately reaching for a checker. $6.7. But you know, did Steve let him reset the delay when he had a checker on the die? That's polite. Oh, hurry up. Tomas, let's go. 6.7. Double fives. Oh, what a roll. And he points in the 1 point. He's going to have another hit at that checker. I mean, make the 3 point hit on the 1. Oh, or hit outside. Whatever. He's got so many ways to. Double twos. Goes back. And he hits. And he's quickly going to make a play. 6.5. He shaved off 0.2 seconds. Oh, and he hits back. This is amazing. Just going back and forth. Joe Urso is joining us. Winner of the Monte Carlo Championship.
Do you have a microphone?
I do. It's right here. No.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, sorry. Welcome, Joe.
Thank
Happy
you.
to have you join us. This is what an exciting fun watching this.
45 seconds.
4:43, and he's got 6.
Thomas has 6 seconds.
Amazing.
And it's still, he only has 5 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
This match is over. I don't see how we could possibly come back with that little time on the clock. You know, and thank you, Martin. Martin Blackwell from the UK. Double fours. Look at this.
Why do you say is that he can't come back?
Because of the time on the clock, it's
Yeah, well,
like.
he just rolled double fours.
Well, if
I
he
can
keeps
see
rolling
him
like that,
winning Thomas is one of the best players in the world.
in the world, yeah. Still, for anybody.
I wouldn't want to be on 6 seconds for sure, but his opponent's on 30.
It's true. And his opponent's never played in the tournament before.
So this is better hurry up. Yeah, so now he's not going to be able to do any thinking, which means we're not going to be able to do any thinking
I
either.
know, right?
Sitting right here.
Yeah, double
So he
sixes.
comes out with 2 of them. Yeah, you're going to block the 6s.
Don't. What are you waiting? Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm so nervous for him.
This is post Crawford. The cube's already been activated. Okay.
Yeah,
So now Thomas is looking good after those double 6s.
Oh
in this
yeah,
game.
yeah, much better. Yeah.
What do you roll?
2-1.
1, 2. Makes sense.
Yep. Does not want to leave a shot at
He's
this
staying
point.
pretty calm.
Yeah. No. I'm sure his palms are sweaty right now. This is just a really scary situation to be in.
All right, 4-3.
Just bring them both down.
Yep, and slot
Yeah,
the
there you go.
twos. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like to see this is like an anchor versus an anchor game, and I like to think about these as just wait for your shot, right?
Now he's got to be cleared because that was way ahead in the race, but let's go.
Can't really tell.
6-5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking for
I
an
might
8.
have. Yeah, I guess that's good.
All right, so now he's hoping to move those back guys a little bit.
Yeah. Right.
5, can't tell. 5-2.
Must be a 5-1.
5-2.
Oh, 5-2. Oh, then it's easy. Just play it. Yeah. It's an easy play. Oh, he could have made the 12 point. No. Wow. This is the most
All right, well,
exciting
then he's
match.
cracked, so he's got less worries if he gets hit by a shot. 6 and then 2, bring the 2 up. There you go. So now he's hoping that he flies out and he's able to attack inside.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Why not just maybe stay and hope to roll doubles? Right?
That's his best shot. Yeah. 6-4. Oh, not his best. Just play the 1.
Yep, to the ace.
He's keeping the time. Oh, he's done great. What is that, 4-2?
5.
5-2.
Keep going. Okay.
He's down to
He's got
36.
threes to hit out there, threes to hit.
3 and 1 makes closest to the board. Oh, you got it. Definitely. What? He's looking like he's. Oh, he rolled a 1-6 from the pump. Amazing. The dreaded 1-6. Incredible, Steve.
Wow.
What a match. And he stays out.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And he hits.
And he hits all three.
Oh my.
All three men.
Unbelievable.
Hit the other one too. He's got to keep him up on the roof to come around. Yes,
Incredible.
for sure.
That's an unbelievable turn of events. Thomas has got to be thinking, why didn't I take up chess? This is really something.
I'm sure if he had more time, he would have thought about hitting 2 checkers.
Yeah. Just
Not
5-2
sure.
and just 5-2 and run. Like, let's go. 3 checkers in the bar and you got
2
1.
checkers on the bar.
We'll have 3 if he hits and runs. That's all right.
24 seconds left.
Yeah. Well, it's easy.
Thomas
oh no, he
can't
stayed
come
out
in.
again. 5-4.
And in.
And yeah.
I like the other one. No, this one. No.
Yeah, this is good.
Okay. Double sixes plays.
Yeah. 5-4. Okay, double threes. That's it.
2-1.
That's the hope.
2-1.
And double threes, double ones. Oh! All over with the shouting. Unbelievable. What a match. Have you guys seen a match like this? Incredible. What a turn of events. Steve Sharokh, in his first tournament appearance ever,
Wow.
is going to be the New York Metropolitan Open champion. Amazing. Beating
Chris Moneymaker.
Definitely want Steve for the final
Larry.
interview. Joe, thank you for joining me. Really, it's an honor.
Of course.
Have you back next time. Incredible. Can you believe this? What a turn of events. And the match is over. We're going to welcome for the interview. We're going to come back and interview with Steve Sharokh. And let's just take a look and see what we can set up here for a new scene for an interview. So I do this on the fly. Yeah, so we're waiting for an interview with Steve, if he's willing to do that for us. We want to, oh yeah, let's just do this. Transition. All right, so we're waiting for Steve Sharokh to come back. And do the interview with us over here. So this is really an amazing setup. Incredible. So what a match. This is one of the most exciting finals I think I've ever commentated. 3 men on the bar at the end. Incredible. And here comes Steve. Candace Miron is bringing Steve over to come sit in the chair. And he's being congratulated. Donnie's bringing him over. Bring him on the right side of the TV, Candace, so he doesn't trip over the wire. And that's it. Let's go welcome Steve. Congratulations, Steve. Come on over here. We'll conduct an interview. And this will be on the chat. Steve Sharokh, everybody, the U.S. Open Championship winner.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Steve. So, Steve, what's your secret? This is your first tournament ever.
Yes.
I see you're smiling. Did we at least get the sunglasses off?
No,
we don't have the bright lights on.
my eyes hurting. But I have to say, it was a fun event. It was my first time. I absolutely enjoyed it. It was a blast. I came in, not thinking anything of it, just to play for fun and see what happened.
Amazing.
Before you know it, you're in the finals, so it was awesome.
It was
Great
awesome.
experience. Yeah.
What do you think about playing Thomas Tenland, who's one of the top 3 players in the world?
So honestly, it's funny. I don't know anything about him. I played all the players that I played were really superb, great, phenomenal players from what I saw, and I guess you need a little bit of luck.
Yeah, a little bit.
to carry through. So I think luck was on my side. So we'll see.
What was the biggest challenge for you playing in your first tournament?
So I'll be honest with you. The biggest challenge was it's a little bit nerve-wracking when you're playing with world-class players, and then there.
Yeah, but you didn't know who they were.
No, but you sense, like, you can tell if you're a player, you understand when you're playing a very good opponent, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking, and you gotta like kind of mentally calm yourself down and say, just relax and just play your game and don't let the whole experience overwhelm you. So that's what I was trying to think.
And you play for money, for
I
backgammon,
used to,
right?
not anymore. It's
Is
just
that a big thing? But how would you contrast the nervousness? as you
completely
feel?
different games. I mean, that I have no fear. This one, it was scary. Like every move, I would question myself: did I move correctly? Did I make the right
Well,
move?
you know it's going to be transcribed, right?
of
If people are
course.
going to publish your
Well,
PR,
that's okay.
And so, right?
It was all fun, so it's nothing, no problem.
Yeah, no, there were some plays, I was sitting with other expert commentators, and there were some plays, and one in particular where you duplicated the fours and you came out with a backman, and they rolled 4-1. Thomas rolled 4-1 and was able to thwart your, but you had great coverage. So tell us about that. What are some of the principles that you're using is what you're thinking about when you're making plays like that?
So I wanted to make it a little bit complex, a little bit complicated. I didn't want to. I think I remember the position where you were talking about. I wanted him to break from. He was on my 5 point, correct?
Yeah.
So I was trying to kind of nudge him to see if he would do that because his position was pretty dominant.
Right.
And I didn't want him to hold on to the 5 point because I thought he would eventually just like my position would get diminished. So that was the idea.
Okay, all right, great. Yeah, so you're just thinking of the strategy. What are your plans now for future tournaments? So you've won this tournament. Are you thinking?
Honestly, I don't know. This was fun. It's a grind. I don't have the time to spend 2-3 days.
So
or
you
4
have a
days.
business. You're working.
Yeah. I mean, this was just a fun thing that I came with my friends last second. But who knows? It was a really cool experience. So I'll probably.
Do you have any message to friends or family?
Messages. Thank you for all the people who are rooting for me. Some people gave me some pointers as well. And overall,
Hopefully not during the match.
No, before. And overall, it's just a great experience, and I encourage people to learn how to play. It's just a great social experience as well, besides the strategic aspect of it, and it's a lot of fun.
It's terrific. Listen, I want to thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you.
You're an inspiration.
Thank
You're showing
you.
Newcomers can
Thank
make
you
it
so
happen.
much. I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Sharokh,
Thank
champion,
you. Thanks.
U.S. Open champion. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, really a great pleasure. It's a great honor to watch your match. And so we are going to. We are going to now to exit this stream. We're going to be broadcasting the Super Jackpot with Victor Ashkenazi and with Jorgen Grandstadt coming up. For now, we're going to end this stream, and we'll be back with you shortly. Thanks for joining us with the Voice of Backgammon.